Get is why the referee and gave him a yellow card. That aside, then the whole Benfica fans, giving racist chants to Vinicius. This guy, he has suffered a lot of racism. Every away ground he's going, they always try to abuse him. I don't know. They leave the football he's playing and just they try to get under his skin. What happened? He scored a goal, beautiful goal, and he went to celebrate. That was his only problem. That was his whole problem. The whole stadium were throwing things at him, booing him. Booing is normal, it's part of the game, you understand? But giving racist chants to him, his color, his family, and everything for me, and that was very uncalled for. And UEFA needs to investigate it, and then huge sanctions needs to be given to Benfica, at least, even if it's to like ban them, close their stadium for some games, find them some kind of fee and everything, because that's the only thing you can do. You can't ban Benfica from playing UEFA games. Maybe they'll play some games behind closed doors, and then they'll be banned. You understand? Giving them some fine and everything. You understand? But aside that, that one is the second part. Then the third part, the major part, Prestianni versus Vinicius. You understand? Yes, we know the whole celebration stuff. The whole Benfica players, they were angry about it. Why are they angry? I don't really understand. Someone scored a goal and he's dancing. You're angry. If you're angry, then go score your own goal and dance. That is how to make revenge in football. It's simple. Now the guy, went close to Vinicius, say some things, covering his mouth. Vinicius heard it, rushed to the referee. The whole fracas happened. Vinicius, opting not to play and everything. So you understand. So the whole game was just crazy. And I don't know. Is it the dancing that caused everything? He is not the first person that's dancing. Okay, look at this Cameroon legend, Roger Miller. When he scored a goal in the World Cup, he went to the corner flag. He danced. And after like 20 years later, in the 2010 World Cup, when Coca-Cola, they were having one of the adverts, they used that video of him dancing as an advert. You understand? And guess what? He was paid for it. So why then are they dancing? They're trying to remove the flair from the football. And now this Prestiani, this guy is a racist, man. He's racist. I saw the whole thing in the Benfica club. Definitely they'll come and support their player. The player also coming out. So it's a whole lot of crazy. That guy, 20-year-old, you're still building your career, and you're building your career like this as a racist. Come on, that's very, very bad. And that will put a big dent on his image, because most big companies that want to do deals, endorsement deals and everything, they will be very, very skeptical, because you have that kind of little dent and racism in football is very, very huge. Imagine having that kind of problem about your image, because any company that wants to work with you, they'll be like, if they work with you, maybe run some ads. People, instead of focusing on the product you're trying to sell, they'll just focus more on why would the company be having a racist as the ambassador or as their face of the product or something like that. So it's very, very bad. You understand? It's very, very bad. I think the most annoying thing is that you can't really fault him based on you can't hear what we didn't hear what he said based on how he covered his mouth. So it's going to be very, very hard for this one, because it will just be like what Thierry Henry said in CBS podcast. It will be your word against my word. Because had it been he said this thing without closing his mouth, then they would have read what he said, and it would have been pretty clear. But he covered his mouth. He understood the problem or the dangers of what he's about to say. That's why he covered his mouth. He was being smart about it. But still, he's a foolish player. You understand? For him to do that kind of thing, you understand? And he has taken away the game, you understand? And definitely it won't be very, very good, you understand, going away to Santiago, especially with this guy being on the pitch. I don't, because it will be a whole ground for these Benfica players, most especially for this Prestianni, you understand? And then for me, that there should be sanctions. There should be sanctions. You understand? This player, this whole thing that happened shouldn't go unpunished, because if we leave it like this now, the next player that wants to do something like this, they'll all be covering their mouth. You can cover your mouth and you say something. You understand? It will be like a normal thing now. So I think UEFA needs to look down into this critically, and sanction needs to be made. But for me, I'll stand with Vinicius any day. Racism has no place in football, and whoever is found guilty of racism should be held accountable, and then strict punishment should be given to whoever is found guilty of racism.